Morning, everyone. It's my first morning at Devil's Garden Campground in Arches National Park, and I'm sure you all are wondering what I'm going to make for breakfast. My favorite camp breakfast, besides sourdough pancakes, puree, some sweet potato. I'm going to fry up some tofu. I'm going to toast some sourdough bread that I got from Giffords yesterday. And I don't know why, but I was just really in the mood for some kimchi this morning, so I'll have that on the side. It was really windy last night, but I felt pretty protected by the walls of the tent. But it's like sandy here, really red sand, so I could feel when I was awake, when the wind gust would come, it would bring in a healthy dose of the sand. So I thought I was going to be more covered than I was this morning, but there's definitely some red sand in the tent. I'll have to clean that out later. The water basically just to almost cover, not quite, because I'm going to use the food mill so that I can have a nice creamy sweet potato puree to spread over the bread. Salt cup, put in a pinch of salt, cover again, turn the heat down. I'm going to let that cook about 15 to 20 minutes. But before I get started on the tofu, I just want to show you this, like what's around this campsite. And the sand, that's the sand that was blown into my tent. I got some high protein tofu, primarily because I thought I needed some more protein. But this morning it dawned on me that it has the added benefit of not being in too much water, so I don't have to bring out the water bucket in order to dump it out. The oil has been freezing ever since Bryce. It's a nice gel, so I just squeeze it, warm it up a little bit. Okay, it's flowing. Pretty thick, so I'm gonna let them cook for a little while. Let's dig into this bread from Gifford's house. Ooh, look at how nice and fluffy. I could never get my sourdough loaves like that. Not the most sour of sourdoughs, but very tasty, very fresh. That's looking pretty cooked. Yeah, that water has cooked down. Oh yeah, that's going too nice. Yeah, neat. Tofu got a little burnt there. It's a little hard to regulate the size of the flame. Okay, I have my toast and my tofu. I'm using my spreader that I got at Gifford House. I'm going to spread the sweet potato on the toast. Okay. Tofu on the toast. A little drizzle of olive oil. I'll just pour goo. The tofu will melt it. And lastly, a little salt and pepper. And of course, add some kimchi on the side. And voila. Bon appetit. I love this breakfast.